Hey guys, Becky from Call Out here. So you're either starting a band or your band is ready to take it to the next level. Most of the bands that we love are where they are because of their community. Their community is passionate, dedicated, and full of love for whatever the band creates. And most bands that you love, their community most likely crosses with another community. So how can you, as a band or as a band member, take your band to the next level with finding a community that will support you, love you, and grow with you as you go on with your journey? This video is going to help you with just that. So one of the mistakes that a lot of bands make is consistency and image. You have to know who you are, what you do, and become the person that you want to attract. So if you're a band and you want to spread positivity, you want to spread acceptance, and you want to attract the people who are into that. As a band, when you're creating a community, you want to stay genuine, you want to stay honest, you want to stay open, and you also want to know what you stand for and what your image is. So if you want to attract people who are into a positive image and a positive energy, accepting energy, then you want to be pushing that out there. You want to become the person that you are trying to promote. So make a list of the stuff that you love, the stuff that you believe in, and work on your image in terms of that. Become the person that you want others to be, and become the kind of person that you want in your own life. One of the most important things as a band and as a band member is to connect with people on a very genuine level, whether that be people who love music or another band member who is probably either in the state or from out of the state. When you're connecting with someone, be sure to learn their story, learn where they're from, learn what they do, learn who they love, learn about their hobbies, because you never know the story of a person. And music is very, very story-based. You never know what part of a person's life will connect to something that you write. And I think that that's absolutely incredible, and you should take advantage of that and really zone in on that, and learn about it and grow with the people that you are trying to build a community with. One mistake that many bands make has to do with consistency. We as a band also are guilty of the fact about our consistency. When you're making posts on Instagram or on Twitter, you want to stay consistent. If you're staying in touch with someone, you want to stay consistent, because it's really exciting when you connect with someone and you find something that you have in common with them, and you say, you know what, maybe our music is great for you because we wrote about something very similar that may have happened to you. Or maybe we wrote something that is open-minded and can be related to on so many different levels. So stay consistent, stay in touch with people. It only takes 1 second out of your day to just message someone and say, hey, I hope you're having a good day, or hey, I hope your week is going well, because to them, you're a musician, they look up to you, they're part of your community. And by taking that one little step to message them, you're showing them that 1, you care, 2, you remember them, and 3, it's all about the process. You're building community. Because when you're building a community, everybody puts their time into learning who you are, the things that you love, the kind of music that you love. The least that you can do is return the time, even if it's just a minute, to message them and tell them, hey, you came to my mind, I hope you're doing well. So when you're a musician, when you're building community, it is so important to reach out to the people who may support you, but it's even more important to reach out to other musicians, whether they be in your scene or an out-of-state scene. Community as a whole is very, very important. It's not just the fan base that you're trying to build, but it's the musicians who are part of it, it's the promoters who are part of it, the photographers, videographers, lighting techs. The list goes absolutely on and on. Be sure to build connections and relationships with these people, because they put their hearts and their souls into the same thing that you're putting your heart and soul into. Music as a whole is so much greater than you or your band. If you take a moment out of a night to go out to a local show, support your friends, make a post about your friends. Even if it's on your band page, post them on your story. If your friends are doing something incredible, you cheer them on. You tell them you're doing so amazing. Share your friends with your community, because there's nothing better than showing your community just how cool your friends are. It's also very important to stay kind to promoters, stay kind to your sound techs, stay kind to your lighting techs, because these are the people that will make your show what it is. Build relationships with them, support their businesses, promote their businesses, because you guys are all in on this absolutely so-called unachievable dream. And it's so important to build these connections with these people because it will come back to you. By making a post about your friends, whether they be in a band or they be a company supporting the music scene, they can hopefully spread the word out about your band too. It will come back full circle. When you're building community, also stay genuine. You don't want to put on a show and pretend that you're someone completely different. The moment you become not genuine is a moment that most fans are not going to be proud of. They're going to stop supporting you, and that's something that you don't want. The most support will come when you're genuine. If you love a video game, you talk about that video game. If you love a band, talk about that band. If you have side hobbies, if you're a photographer, a videographer, anything really, if you are a martial artist even, share those parts of your lives because there will be people who will connect with you on a much more personal level. When you're building community, it's also super important to stay open-minded. You don't want to limit yourself in a box. You don't want to just stay on Twitter, stay on Instagram. Make sure that when you're posting your photos, stay consistent with a schedule and make sure to put hashtags on your photos too. It'll help you get discovered by new people. Sometimes even bigger bands will be liking your posts. I know Butcher Babies is very good at looking through hashtags and finding new talent and finding their fans that way. Do the same thing. Go through hashtags, meet people, find a hashtag and connect with people on a real level. Scroll down through their Instagram page, comment on something from a year ago. It'll surprise them, it'll make them feel so good about themselves, and you'll feel good about yourself too, knowing that you connected with someone that day. Those are just some open-minded ways that you can find a community on Instagram and on Twitter, but also think outside of the box. When you're building a community, you're going to discover that everybody has something in common. For us, we stream on Twitch because we love video games and our community also loves video games. Every band's community has something in common. Find that thing and think of an outside of the box kind of way to relate back to that. It can be a band activity, it could be a live stream, it could be a post. Maybe it's a giveaway of some sort. Try to think outside of the box about how you're going to bring your community together. How can you get everybody engaging with one another? There will be people from different sides of the world. How can you get everybody together and talking to your band and talking to each other about this one thing that you might have realized everybody has in common? And what goes back to that is taking the time to get to know your community. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If there's anything that I left out or if there's something that worked for you, be sure to leave a comment below. Along with your band links, get to know one another. Let's build a community together as we're all in this together. Also check out our other videos on the channel, and we'll see you next time.